Good afternoon to you, sir. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me.
Right on, right on. Go ahead, Jeff.
Hey, Tyler, I wanted to ask you right out of the gate because I saw that you now have a lifestyle brand, a clothing brand called 9-1, and I have problems with T-shirts because I'm becoming skinny fat. So I have to have the right thickness to the shirt to make it look like I'm not as skinny, but not squeeze my belly so that I don't look skinny and fat. So can you take care of me in that way, or just tell me all about 9-1 and what I can do there?
Yeah, I can. I think we do custom sizes and fits, so I'll have to ask everybody in the team if we can do a skinny fat line just for you.
There's a lot of us.
I'll get back to you on that. But the brand has clothes, hats, socks. As many people have made fun of some of my recent pictures, we do have cologne now as well, which I'm pretty excited about. We're going to have some beers coming out. We have dog food and dog treats coming out. So a lot of good things happening.
Now, what do you get made fun of for? Are your pictures kind of like trying to look all sexy and like Instagram model-y?
Honestly, the description of the picture, when I read the script, it said lay on couch, arm behind head, and look sexy. So my latest Instagram post about 2 pictures ago is our interpretation of that. So there you go.
You already knew when you saw that description, didn't you? Here comes the razzing.
I knew I had 25 guys in the locker room that are going to let me hear it right away, and I think I got a team text within about 4 minutes of posting it. So I expected it, and I had a good time with it.
So the lifestyle brand is 9-1, Tyler. What got you into this? Just your interest in style and fashion, or a buddy? What got you involved?
Yeah, style, fashion, kind of realizing that I probably can't play hockey the rest of my life or forever, and that kind of took getting a little older to realize, and just understanding there's a business away from the rink, and really when COVID hit, I had a lot of free time to learn more from the business side of sports and personal branding. I don't love the word brand, but you can call it a brand, and things kind of just have come to fruition, and it's been keeping me really busy, since being hurt and obviously with COVID.
Yeah, Tyler, I was going to ask you about what you went through while you were in the bubble there, and it's probably easier to say what wasn't hurt on you as you played through that. Every day, though, you're playing for the cup and you're playing through the playoffs and all that, but just can you kind of walk us through your day? You had all those things that were ailing you. How did you just make it through the day to get it to the game every other night?
Yeah, I mean, I had 2 lateral quad tears. And then I tore my labrum very early on in playoffs, and it's not. I mean, it's obviously it's hard to play through, but then again, it's not. When you're in those big moments in those games, you just want to do everything you can for your teammates and trying to win. And this is kind of in our DNA as hockey players. You play through things, and many guys were, and I was just trying to do the best I could with the situation, and try and win a Stanley Cup.
Now, was that 2 quads, as in both legs? Like we're talking about 2 legs, 1 hip, 1 shoulder, like just standard hockey stuff?
Yeah, standard hockey stuff. 2 different tears in my lateral quad going into playoffs, and then the labrum tore right before the first game in practice, and kind of just was what it was. Just dealt with it, and got good rehab out there, and took some painkillers, and went out and did what we could. So we came close, and looking forward to the opportunity again this year.
All the fans want to know if you have an update on when you expect to be back on the ice.
I don't know if there's a specific date, but my goal is to get in before playoffs. I want to get a few games in at least, to get the body right and the mind right on the ice, especially before the games, truly mean something, which would be playoffs. So that's the goal.
Are there any moments that it's even more than usual? Like, man, I wish I was out there. For instance, they're off to a really nice start, and as we're watching and you're going through overtime against Carolina and then it's time for the shootout, my brain immediately goes to one of the 3 will be Tyler Seguin. So, like, is that moment even more like, I want to be out there? Yeah,
definitely in the moments. In overtime the other night when there's a 4-on-3 power play, you want to be out there. And then, of course, shootouts or, when the game's on the line, you want to be there. And, I've been going pretty well. And then once the, first game started, right before the game, I realized I started pacing around the house a little bit, just because it was really sinking in that I'm not playing and won't be playing for some time. But, once you're winning games, especially those first two games, it makes life a lot easier. But I know, to be the best I can for my teammates, I got to take this seriously, which is my rehab. And it's been going well, and I'm looking forward to getting back.
This is one of those things I always wonder about with the guys who get to take part in the shootouts. And the only guy who I know what he's going to do is Gordon Bombay, because he goes triple deke. But do you go into each attempt knowing exactly what you're going to do, or is there any level of sort of feel to that?
Yeah, there's a bit of both. I usually know based on the goalie. I'll pre-scout him before the game. It's kind of rare that I deke in shootouts. I used to more when I was younger. But going in, I'll definitely know where, the most amount of goals have gone in as far as whether it's, a high blocker or a 5-hole. And I usually am going in looking at kind of two spots, and in that, half a second decision, I make my decision and just trust my instincts.
Tyler Seguin here with you on 105.3 The Fan. All right, Tyler, Russian guys, you got teammates, of course, from there. They have a reputation of being kind of tough. So here's the question for you and your teammates. Who's the Russian you'd most like to have with you in a dark alley? Hudobin, Guryanov, or Radulov?
That's tough. That's tricky because they're all tough. But I'll have to say Radulov just because of his compete and his tenacity in the corners. I can only imagine in a dark alley what he'd be like.
Does he have the least teeth out of them?
Yes, he does. He does.
Yeah. That's how I measure toughness usually.
Yeah.
Tyler, as you're watching this team, last year was such an up and down, and then it ends with the trip, but there were two moments where it really looked like the team was in crisis. Do you have a good vibe right now on how good this team is and what your expectations are?
Yeah, honestly, I do. It's exciting time to be a part of this organization because, we do have expectations. And, I've been here for many years. And, a lot of those years, the expectations, weren't exactly, cup contending or, some years there wasn't much talk of expectations. To be a part of, the team now and the organization now and having high expectations, it's really exciting. And it's unfortunate that I'm, sitting on the couch right now. But it's exciting times, and knowing that we have really the same team from last year. We lost the body and gained another one, but it's the same group of guys that have gone through all the adversity and all the ups and downs of last year, and all those playoff games, those wins and losses, all the highs and lows that I know what's in that locker room, and it's nice to have expectations and have a great hockey team.
Yeah, and you guys made the coaching switch last year. Unfortunately though, but then Bones comes in and gets the interim tag taken off. Can you talk about how he was able to steer you guys through the bubble, and then as you get into the off season, and now as we get this new season going?
Yeah, just day by day. Bones is so good at just reading the situation and being honest with himself and the coaches and being honest with all of us. It's not always that we need to be better. He'll be the first guy to say that, a coach needs to be better or a practice needs to be better, and just really knows, how to push everyone's individual buttons and our whole team as a squad to make us all come together. He's a guy that has the utmost respect from everybody and is a guy that you want to win for. So it's really a recipe for success.
Tyler Seguin with us. Tyler, I see you're becoming a bit of a barbecue fan here, and even on working on cooking yourself. How's that going?
It's great. I actually got the Traeger for Christmas. I honestly always said that it was kind of cheating, but now that I have it and I'm smoking meats and feeling some Texan in me, I'm obsessed with it and obsessed with barbecuing and cooking. So it's good times in the Seguin kitchen household.
So could we have like a Seguin's Texas barbecue opening in Toronto or something, or what do you think?
I'll bring that to the 9-1 brand. We'll see what happens. Texas barbecue in Toronto and skinny fat shirts. So we'll get it started.
Look at that. We are cooking now. The cheating thing on the grill is I was there too when I first got the big green egg, and then I realized, oh wait, I just want it to taste good. So yeah, I got past it real quick. Now I prepared a turbo round about your teammates. You can include yourself in any category if you believe you should be the winner of the category. Fastest skater, Dallas Stars.
Miro Heiskanen.
Ooh, I was thinking Rope. Miro can outskate everybody, huh? Okay.
Miro's he's just sneaky fast.
Okay. Hardest shot.
I'll say Gariana.
Best puck handler.
I'm not going to say myself. I'll say Miro again.
Best shootout guy.
Ooh. I kind of have to take myself just based on statistics, but I'll say Big Joe Pavelski.
All right, so you picked yourself. Favorite guy to play on a line with?
On a line with?
Yes.
A lot of history with Jamie Benn, so I'll say Jamie.
Least favorite to play on a line with?
I don't know. I like playing with everybody.
Okay. That's the end of the turbo round.
Okay,
that's what you call a politically correct answer right there.
Well done, sir.
Thank you.
Very mature, very polished. Okay, one question fashion quiz here. You can take this any way you want it. As regular guys here, I don't consider myself that dialed into the fashion scene. What are some of the big fashion mistakes guys are still making out there when you look in the hockey arena or out there and out and about? What can you set us straight on right now as far as faux pas that are happening in the fashion world for dudes, Tyler?
Something pretty simple, I guess, would just be the all black, all the time suit, nonstop, looking like we're going to a wedding kind of look. You see it on the road because it's kind of when you can be maybe a little lazy, but as far as the fashion sense, I don't love that every day.
I think guys from my generation might think of that like as the man in black, like Johnny Cash look, and we think we're doing something cool.
Yeah, I can appreciate that, once every, I don't know, a handful of trips, but, when it's every trip, you're just looking like you're the guy that's wearing that, and when he gets in the hotel room, he just throws it on the ground, doesn't even hang it up, so not the biggest fan of it.
Do you guys get on each other for that, though? When guys walk in with different types of outfits on, do you kind of look at each other and do you have bets? Like, I told you he was going to wear that again.
Maybe a little bit, but I think you don't even really tell the guy if it was a rookie, because that's just kind of what you do. You'll get on the rookie about it, and I was the same way. I was one of those guys that walked in my room on the road, and when I had my suit, I would just toss it on the couch, being an 18-year-old, not knowing any better. So I didn't really care. So I had a lot of vets get on me for things like that. So that's just kind of part of it.
Tyler Seguin with us. Thanks for phoning us. Everything good? You feel all right and everything?
All good. We're making strides here.
Right on. Appreciate your time. Best of luck, and we'll see you out there soon enough.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.